Today, Nimi and I are at Brands Hatch. We are here for California Superbike School. I've done levels 1 and 2 previously, so I'm going to do level 3. It's Nimi's first time at California Superbike School, so she's doing level 1. They are hosting a ladies only day today, so it'll be great to see more ladies on the track. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. It's very, very early, but we need to be at the track to sign on between 7 and 7:45. You can hire bikes here. They have a range of Ducatis. You can even hire leathers and boots, but we've brought our own, and we've got our own kit, which we'll show you later.
We unloaded our road bikes. We both got KTM Super Dukes 990s. We have had our
Suspension setup?
no.
What?
What's that thing called that we did in there?
Oh, we've signed on.
We signed on. So on the sign-on, they check your levers, boots, helmet, and gloves, double checking that they're all ready for track, no holes, and they're all in good condition. Before we got here, we had a couple of things done to our bikes.
Yeah, so we're using bikes that we ride on the road with. We're not using dedicated track bikes. In fact, I've just been touring on mine. So it's a bit of a do everything kind of bike. Before we came, the first thing we did was put on some crash protection, and we also took them for a suspension setup yesterday. Nimi's bike was perched too far forward, so the geometry was off, which meant she didn't have enough grip on the rear tyre. So he's adjusted all that now, so she'll sit more evenly on the bike. She'll have more feedback from the rear, which will then enable her to go faster. My bike was the opposite. There was no damping and no compression. It was just a big wobbly sofa. So he's stiffened all of that up for me, so it should be a lot sharper and a lot more focused now. The next thing we do is our safety briefing. So we're about to head off into that, and from then we'll be starting classroom sessions and track sessions.
So for a track day, you will need either a 1-piece or 2-piece leathers. If you've got 2-piece on, you need to make sure that the zip goes all the way around. That's obviously, if you do come off the motorcycle, you want to make sure that the leathers don't come apart. I personally prefer 1-pieces, whereas generally other people might like 2-pieces just for ease. So another essential part of a track day is obviously making sure that your feet, hands and head are protected, so it's important to get some good comfortable shoes. So mine I absolutely love, I can walk around in them all day, lucky for me. Gloves past the wrist, and a approved helmet as well.
The main difference between this and a track day is, it's not a track day, you're actually at school. So first of all, you go into the classroom and you have a lesson, and you get told what you're going to practice and why you're going to practice it. So then you kit up, get on your bike, and you go out and have your session practicing that one drill. After that, you come in. Well, actually, while you're out, your instructor will find you. He would have been following you already for a few laps without you knowing, and then he'll pull in front of you and you follow him, and he'll correct what you might be doing wrong, and then he'll make you go back in front to make sure that you pick that up. Straight after the session, you come in and you have a debrief. So one-to-one debrief with your instructor. Again, gives you any little pointers and anything that everything you've done well at, and you might need to work a bit more at. After that, then you have a break. Then you go back to your classroom. You learn about another aspect of it, and then you go back out on track and practice that. And again, your instructor comes to find you. They're watching you the whole time, because there was one session where we weren't supposed to break, and I was breaking because I was trying to overtake and stuff, which I shouldn't have been. But somebody came up to me and said, "Oh, you weren't supposed to break in this session. We're watching." So they really are watching for you and making sure you're getting the most out of the day. And I think to get the most out of the day is to treat it as school. It's not a track day. We've come today for a Ladies' Day, which it's been a really, really lovely atmosphere here. We've seen lots of people who we know from our previous events, which has been fantastic. It's always nice to catch up. And we've also learnt more stuff.
We definitely have.
Yeah, so you did level 1 today, didn't you?
I did,
so what did
yeah.
you learn?
Well, I've done a few track days already, and I realised that I actually did it in the complete wrong order. This should have come first. So today we went back to basics. We learnt about throttle control, looking, cornering, entering, exiting, which are things that you don't really learn on a track day. There's nobody there explaining to you this is how your suspension works, and if you do this, then it's going to make the suspension work differently. Whereas this sort of day, they kind of explain everything from start to finish in every level to get you where you want to be, and I think it's been great.
You're going to come back to level 2?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll be back.